Yarn sensation. Just click on my yarn lady or click the subscribe button. Hi everyone, welcome to Yarn Sensation and happy St. Patrick's Day. I designed these cute little glasses to wear for St. Patrick's Day. You can wear them over your eyeglasses, your sunglasses, or you can wear them just by themselves. I hope you guys enjoy it. I also added some 3-leaf clovers to each side, and I also did a tutorial in this video to show you how to make the clovers. So enjoy and thanks. Start with a slip knot, chain 9. You want to place a slip stitch in the second chain. You will chain 20. Once you chain 20, place your stitch marker in that last chain. Next, chain 12. Next, chain 2. You want to place your stitch marker in those last 2 chains that you did. Next, you will chain 12. Next, you will chain 1. Place your stitch marker in that last chain that you made. Next, you will chain 19. Next, you will chain 2. Once you chain 2, you will place a slip stitch in that first chain that you made of your chain 2. Next, you will chain 9. Next, you will place a slip stitch in the next chain. So skip the one that your stitch is coming out of and place your slip stitch in the next one. And you want to place a slip stitch in the next 7 stitches. And you will place a slip stitch in the next 7 stitches. And where you did your slip stitch earlier, you will have a stitch right above it. You want to place a slip stitch there. Next, you will place a slip stitch in the next 9 stitches. Next, you will place 1 single crochet in each stitch, and your last single crochet will be in the same stitch as your stitch marker. Next, you will chain 20. Okay, next, making sure that your chain is not twisted, you want to join your chain of 20 into the stitch with your first stitch marker. And you will complete a single crochet. Next, you will complete a single crochet in the next stitch with your second stitch marker. You will chain 20. making sure that your chain is not twisted. You want to join into the next stitch marker with a single crochet. Next, you want to place 1 single crochet into the next 10 stitches. Next, you will place 1 slip stitch in the next 9 stitches. You will place a slip stitch into your previous slip stitch. You have that stitch right there. You want to slip stitch in that, and you want to place a slip stitch in each stitch to the end. Once you reach the end, you want to chain 1, cut your yarn, pull your yarn tail through, pull to tighten, and you can tie a couple of knots with the 2 ends. Weave your yarn tails into the back of your work and cut any extra. Okay, glasses complete. Next step, we need our clover. Make a slip knot, chain 2, place 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. Slip stitch into that first single crochet, chain 3, place 2 double crochets into that same stitch. Place 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Place 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Slip stitch into that same stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 3, place 2 double crochets into that same stitch. One single crochet into the same stitch, and 3 double crochets into that same stitch. Slip stitch into the same stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 3, 2 double crochets into that same stitch. Single crochet into that same stitch, and 3 double crochets into the same stitch. slip stitch into that same stitch and slip stitch into that last stitch, and you just made a 3-leaf clover. From this point, want to chain 1, cut your yarn. Do not weave in the tail, and once you do that, you need to make a second clover. Once you have completed both clover, you want to attach one to each side of your eyeglasses. How cute is that? So you have your 2 tails. If you want, you can use your yarn needle to attach them, or you can just take the 2 tails and tie them around the top part. The choice is up to you, and make sure you do the same for the other side. Okay, so how cute is that? So the next step will be to place it on your board so that you can block it and get it ready for whatever special occasion you have going on for St. Patrick's Day. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks.